Good day. Now, how is everyone? All right, CJ is here. What's that little? Oh, she's got a wrench next to her. All right, so it looks like it worked. She's going to start tightening the wrench on anybody who comes in here commenting askew. So today is Monday, March 25th, 2023. And would you believe it was 14 degrees here this morning? Woo! Something's not right with the weather, or the sky, or something that we're doing wrong. But in any case, we are here. Let's continue with the manners that we started with for children. It's really great for children. However, I'm learning a lot to remind my own children and whatnot, and it was very. I had a very nice little chat with my son last night, who's 18, and we're not the family where you put the iron fist on that what you should be and what you should do. So it's very heartwarming when they come to you and they start asking you questions about how is it that you guys were married 36 years, so then we begin to share what's important, and that's when they're interested. That's when they want to know. If you start pounding at it, too early, they're not interested, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it was very nice. So let's get to the manners and continue them and live them just like the virtues. And this week is going to be busy for me. I'm going to try to put some things together. We'll see how well I do them. So, for example, Thursday night, we're going to have exposition of the Most Holy Sacrament. And so I shined up my incenser, and we'll try that out and see how that goes. Let's see, there's not a good picture. Let's put it right up against my thing. Now, this is one that I received from my bishop, and I'm not too keen on it, but it's what I have, all right? I would really like one of those ones on the chain that you swing, okay? This looks like one of those little, and it says it's made in India, so I'll leave it to you. However it is sanctified and good to use. Okay, that's a good, yeah, we're going to talk about poses and poise. So that's a good one, Peter. Welcome. All right, let me get started with morning prayers, and we'll get right into continuing on. And if you have any questions or suggestions about this week, please send them to me. I got some of my emails answered yesterday during Mass, and we'll continue with them. One interesting thing I had from a gentleman who some on our website have condemned. However, I've been speaking with him behind closed doors, and he's got good questions. And one of the things that I wanted to mention is that we shouldn't get caught up in too much about proving our beliefs. All right, it's more important to practice the virtues. All right, what faith practices the virtues and has the sacraments? So basically that's it, or has the sacraments and practices the virtues, or teaches the virtues, or stresses the virtues. Okay, that is what we should stand on. All right, because the Catholic virtues are the rock, okay? And that's what Peter gave us. All right, let's begin. I have to move away from the wood stove because I got it cranking this morning. In nomine Dei, matronam nostri, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Let us place ourselves in the presence of God and in Catholic contemplation humbly adore the Trinitarian Theophany. Most holy and venerable Trinity, one God and three divine beings, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O God, relying on thy infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain the pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Matronam Nostrae. O God, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me, and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Soon, I'm going to call on. It seems we have a concentration of, let's just say, interested parties. There's no membership here, but interested parties who live in Pennsylvania. And there is an altar stone that I was gifted by the bishop who consecrated me, who passed away. And it is basically the entire altar table. And it is a few hundred pounds. It seems like probably 200 anyway. Maybe, no, it's probably more than that. In any case, maybe we can meet at that house and I can get some heavenly assistance from those Pennsylvania saints to be and work out some muscle. Let us thank God for the many graces that we receive and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to the Trinitarian Theophany. The table is located in Scranton, by the way. The altar stone, I should say. O God, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, O God, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of God the graces which are necessary to us. O God, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, O God, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O God, Our Lady, Holy Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O my God, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. But most of all, because I have offended thee, my God, who art good and deserving of all my love, I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. So we continue with chapter 3 on Watch Your Manners, Guidance and Good Manners for Catholic Youth and for everyone, because many adults don't practice it either. Your posture and health. Haven't you often admired the trim appearance of our young men and women in the military? Our military standards make a soldier look, walk, and act like one. You seldom see a young officer from West Point or Annapolis who doesn't have the bearing of a gentleman. Chest up, stomach in, shoulders straight. You can imagine a line of men snapping to attention at this command. Good posture not only helps breathing, but keeps a person mentally alert. A soldier doesn't have to be a ramrod, but he soon realizes that heel dragging and curved shoulders have no place in military etiquette. An individual will soon find that placing his weight on the balls of his feet will be much less tiring than placing all the weight on the heels. If you want to be a gentleman, learn first to carry yourself like one. Okay, and we should definitely practice that. Poise. Every girl knows that the one quality essential to looking like a lady is poise. We need to bring back the whole concept for young ladies to want to look like a lady. We don't even have that today. It will not be necessary, however, to go to a finishing school to acquire the natural, graceful carriage of well-bred young ladies. A girl won't have to balance a book on her head and glide about like a ballet dancer to acquire poise. In addition to carrying oneself with dignity, a young lady should always give the appearance of calmness and self-possession. She must avoid being nervous or conscious. She never glances shyly away, but looks directly at the person to whom she is speaking. Girls particularly should avoid hurried and awkward strides if they would appear graceful. Do you know how to sit in a chair gracefully? Do you perhaps loll or sprawl in one? If you wish to be a young lady of manners, you will cross your legs below the knees, never above them, and above all, never tilt back in a chair, for you may lose not only social grace, but your balance as well. So one thing too I wanted to mention about the poise and the girls is the appearance of calmness and self-possession, and to avoid being nervous. Again, sometimes there's a physical ailment involved, and this chapter talks about posture and health. Health, they're presuming, like years ago they didn't have as much of a problem with the toxicity in the bodies of the youth. Okay, for example, they did not have 40-something shots to give a baby before they're 5 or 6 years old. This insanity of today is just that. Those things may, wink, wink, cause parasite development, which in turn causes nervousness and this jumpy stature. Okay, so I'm going to add that health is a priority too, so that you get your bodies cleaned and free from toxins. Okay, and I apologize, the dog just saw his favorite mother, his favorite master, I should say, Mama. Okay, added charm. Beauty is principally the result of good health. The girl who exercises daily, eats regular wholesome meals, Not several double malteds between meals. I don't even think they have them today, but no ice cream, etc. Drinks plenty of water, gets between 8 and 9 hours of sleep every night, and breathes plenty of good fresh air. Has a glow of unexcelled beauty. As Mary matures, she should take a tip from her sister Martha. No one knows that Martha uses makeup. Powder is applied sparingly so as to emphasize her beauty, not hide it. Lipstick is used moderately so as to conform to the shape of the lips. A girl should never give the impression that she is on the warpath with vivid lipstick and fingernail polish, or tackle box face. For more important than artificial makeup is your natural expression. Be interested in others sincerely. Be alive. Touch up your face with a smile. You are not completely dressed without it. What is personality? If Jane or Betty has a bubbling personality, it probably is the result of good health. That's very true. When you feel good physically, you are more happy. It is a joy for them to be alive. Health reflects in their sparkling eyes, their clear skin, the good hair, and in their walk. If they had been spoiled, had been allowed to stay out late, use lipstick and makeup which might have blemished their skin, they would be washed out, listless and unattractive. Personality is actually more important than a pretty face or figure. Even persons with some disfigurement can be most attractive. Personality is not beauty alone, nor clothes alone, nor character alone. It is all of these built upon the foundation of good health. And I'm going to add in there also Catholic contemplation. When you get into that regularly, you will develop a glow for obvious reasons. Lastly, some helpful hints. Be interested in others. Carry a clean handkerchief with you always. We don't use those anymore. Some old folks still do, but I think this was before they invented tissues. Don't hesitate to wear hose or clothes that are neatly darned. Bathe daily. Use clothes hangers and shoe trees. Don't wear odd clothes. Avoid extremes in dress. Don't let your socks drape over your shoes. Find out what colors and styles best suit you. And don't use lipstick or makeup until you need them. I found that funny, until you need them. I think this was written by a woman. Okay, we'll stop there. Tomorrow will be good table manners. I know, Moose. Okay, we'll begin Mass, and hopefully Moose will not howl. Huskies have a tendency to be very vocal. I didn't know that before we got them. All right. Let's focus now. Deum vobiscum et quoque apote. Oremus. O God, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired, who livest and reignest with thee, one God, forever and ever. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Hanc Amachlalatum Hostium. quam ego indinius famulos tuus offeri tibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro inumidibilibus peccatis et offensionibus, et negligentiis meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus, sed pro omnibus fidelibus, catholicorum vivis aquae defunctis, ut mihi et idis proficedat salutem. Deum qui humanis substantia dignitatem mirabilitur conridisi et mirabilis reformasti da nobis peruchus acquar vinimis Deum, eis divinitatis esse consortis qui militatis nostrae, fiat edit notis est particips Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivet et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Offerimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuum de peccantis clementium, ut conspectu divini majestatis tuae pro nostra et totius mundus salute, cum adoris suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito, suscipiam ad Deum Iesum Christum, et sec fiat sacrificium nostrum in conspectu tu hodie, ut placia tibi Deum matronam nostri et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni Sanctificator. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificita blata prosequendo, et recepere hoc sacrificium tuo sancto nomine preparatum. Suscipe Sancta Trinitas concoblationem cum tibi afferimus, a memoriam passiones, resurrectiones et ascensiones Deum Iesum Christum. Et in honorem Deum matronam nostri et Papa Peter Sanctorum et Istorum et omnium Sanctorum, ut idis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem et salutem, et ili pro nobis intercedere dinent in celis, quorum amorem agimus in tedis, per innum Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut meum ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat apud Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Suscipia Deum Iesum Christum, sacrificium de manibus tuis, ad laudem et gloriam nomini sui, ad utilitatem quoque nostram totiusque ecclesiae sue sanctae. Deum vobiscum, quoque apud te, sursum corda habemus ad Deum, gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. Te, igitor, clementissimi Mater et Pater, Deum Matram Nostre, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum Filium Tuum, Deum Nostre, supplicis rogamus ac petimus. Uti accepta lees et benedicas, et sanctificas, hec sanctam sacrificium ilibata. In primis quae tibi afferimus pro ecclesiam tuum sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare, custodiri, aronare et regere, digneris toto obliterarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum tuorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. Pray for Mark Jr., Benedict Santa Croce, Gage, Katie, Ann Boltink, the Cantu and Duarte families, Mr. Nobody, Marie and the Line Weber family, John Cahill, the Duskos, the Nyes, the Tafurs, Alex Tafur, the Begans, and the Wolf family and baby girl Began. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sede Vacantis Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, any kind of ritual abuse or human trafficking anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value medium of exchange with no usury, monetary value set up so that women do not have to work for corporations or Freemasons. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society. We ask for a reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity and good manners. We ask Deum Matronam Nostri et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum to destroy the satanic document of Vatican law that is the Jewish Talmud. We ask you to destroy Rome and the Vatican and destroy the authority and transfer the authority of the Catholic Church to Fatima, Portugal, as instructed by God Our Lady. We also ask you to release the souls controlled by the demon Lilith and the families under the control of the demon Asmodeus, and send them both to the bottom pits of hell. We pray for wisdom on how to prepare foods, to store them up in a reasonable manner for such times as God calls for. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. We pray that people understand that those who participated in the C debacle, the COV debacle of years ago, now emit Bluetooth signals from their bodies. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. And all these things we ask in accordance with God's holy and divine will. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides cognita est et nota devotio, pro quibus tibi afferimus, veruque tibi offerunt hoc sacrificium lauris, pro se suis omnibus, pro redemptione animarum suarum, pro spe salutis et ingulamitatis suae, tibique redum vota sua, aeterno Deum vivo et vero. Communicantes et memorantes in primis gloriose, semper Deum matram nostre, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium tuorum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum, quorum meritis pregibusque concedas ut in omnibus, protectiones tuae munum ad auxilio, per Deum Christum Deum nostrum, quam oblationem Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibum, consecratum acceptabilem conficere dignitis ut nobis corpum, et sanguinem fidelissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pater recepit panem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, et derivatis obliis in caelum ante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum momum petitum tibi gratias agens, consecravit, frege dedique lumnis sui dicens accipite et manducat ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simoni modo postquam ceremonias accipiens et hunc peccarum calicem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave dedique lumnis sui dicens accipite et vivite ex omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum, ec ut est cum conficeritis in mea mono facietis. Unde et memores Deum nos servitui, sed plebs tua sancto iustum Christum filium tuum Deum nostre, tambe et passionis, nec non et ben fidis resurrectionis, sed et in celos gloriose ascensionis offerimus, preclare maiestati tudi tuis donis ac datis, supraque propitio ac renovo respicieri digneris. Supplices teragamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, iube hic per fide per manus tuum, ut quod, ex hoc autoris participationem sacrosanctum Deum Filium Tuum, corpus et sanguinem subsenimus, omni sanctificatione celestia gratia Dei per amor per Deum Christum Deum nostre. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for John LaPlante, for whom this Mass is being offered. ipsis demet omnibum in Christum crescentibum locum refugidi lucis et pacis, ut ondo est proclamar per in Christum Deum nostrum, per quem hec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivificas, consecratis et prestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso, est tibi Deum Matrum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Deum Matronam Nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Tecum, Deum Matronam Nostrae, Materam Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quesumus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ab omnibus malis, praeteritis presentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata et gloriosa semper Deum Matronam Nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitius pacem in diebus nostris, ut opi misericordiae Tue eduit et peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Per indum Deum nostrum Iesum Christum, Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivet et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam. Pax Deum Iesum Christum sed semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te, ecum extio consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud te, Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum Matronam Nostrae, quoperante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem Tuam unum vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacrosanctum corpus et sanguinum Tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis, et universis malis, et fac me Tui semper in handare mandatis, et etinum cum separare permittas, qui cum eodem Deum Matronam Nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et reinam aeternam. Perceptio corporis Tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indinius sumere presumo non mihi proveniat, in judicium et condemnationem, sed pro Tua pietate, prosit mihi et tutum mentis corporis, et ad me dedam percipiandum qui vivis et reinas, cum Deum Matronam Nostrae, in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem accipiem, et numen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum Matronam Nostrae non sunt dignus, ut dissertate meis in tanto verba sabbaturnum mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignus, ut dissertate meis in tanto verba sabbaturnum mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignus, ut dissertate meis in tanto verba sabbaturnum mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retribuam Deum Iesum Christum, pro omnibus queritud mihi, calicem saitaris accipiem et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum Matronam Nostrae, et ab inimicis meis avocero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quodore sumus Deum Iesum Christum punimente capiam et immunere tempore fit nobis remedium sempiternam. Kopis tuum Deum Iesum Christum quod solus et sanguis quem patare hede feceribus meis presta, ut in me non remeniat scelera macula quem pira sancta reficere sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, hecoque apote. Oremus. May the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of thy servants and handmaids, we beseech thee, O God, that thou mayest free them from all sins and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one God, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, hecoque apote, ite mises Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequum servitutis meae presta ut sacrificium, cor oculis tui maestatis in unus obturi tibi sertata premi quiet omnibus, pro quibus irud opto licit miserante propitiabile per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum. Deum Matronam Nostri et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gratias. O God, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany, I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of God Jesus Christ, who was, is, and ever shall be, present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and the immaculate heart of God, Our Lady, who was, is, and ever shall be, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Deum, Matronam Nostri, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Okay, thank you very much for attending. And Peter, if you wouldn't mind putting as much of a link as you could in the comment section, that would be helpful. Then I can get to it much easier. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. That'll be Tuesday. And please go and sanctify all those who you meet, and keep up with the good manners and the virtues. See you tomorrow.